I'm Richard Clarke. I record these talks every day as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 632. Mr. Satyanaraya Rao, a teacher in Vellore Mahat School, is a well-known devotee of Sri Maharshi. He has been ailing from a cancer of the gullet, and the doctors have no hopes for him. He has been given a room at the ashramam, and the Sarvadikari is very kind to him. It is now about 2 months, and the patient is very weak. About 9 a.m., Sri Bhagavan was reading the Tapals. The brother of the patient appeared in the hall with an ancient look to ask Sri Bhagavan about the patient who was gasping. The Sarvadikari also came to the hall on behalf of the sufferer. Sri Bhagavan continued to read the Tapals. In a few minutes, another devotee came there for the same purpose. Sri Bhagavan asked, "Did you call the doctor?" The disciple said, "Yes, but he is too busy in the hospital." "Maharshi, what can I do?" After a short time, he said, "They will be pleased if I go there." Soon, Bhagavan left the hall and went to the patient's side, massaged him gently, and placed his hand on the heart and the other on his head. The patient, whose tongue was protruding, mouth open, and eyes fixed, showed signs of relief, and in about 20 minutes gently murmured, "O help of the helpless, how have I troubled thee? What return can I make for this kindness?" The people felt relieved. Sri Bhagavan returned to the hall. Someone offered soap and water to Sri Bhagavan to wash his hands, but he declined them and rubbed his hands over his body. However, the patient passed away a few days later. A well-known devotee remarked, "Sri Bhagavan appears so unconcerned under all circumstances, but he is all along so loving and gracious." Sri Ramana Maharshi's response in this episode reveals both his deep compassion and his unwavering clarity about the nature of life and death. The scene takes place in the ashram, where a devoted follower, Mr. Satyanaraya Rao, is dying from cancer. His brothers, along with others, anxiously seek Sri Ramana's guidance as the patient struggles for breath. At first, Sri Ramana continues to read the mail, seemingly unmoved by the urgency of the situation. This might appear detached to an observer, but it reflects his understanding that the self, the true essence of a person, is beyond birth and death. After asking whether the doctor has been called, Sri Ramana simply asks, what can I do? This is not indifference, but a statement of truth. From his perspective, the body will follow its natural course, and external efforts, whether medical or personal, can only go so far. However, his next action demonstrates his deep kindness. Knowing that his presence would bring peace, he goes to the patient's side. He gently massages the dying man and places his hands on the patient's heart and head. The effect is immediate. A man on the verge of death, suffering deeply, finds relief and is able to speak, expressing gratitude for Sri Ramana's grace. This placing of hands on the head and heart was what Ramana did with his mother, and then later Lakshmi to cow, to bring them both to self-realization. This moment highlights a key aspect of Sri Ramana's teaching. True help does not always come in the form of outward intervention. Instead, the greatest gift is the silent transmission of peace. Ramana did not heal the man's illness, nor did he try to change the inevitable. Yet, by his mere presence and touch, he eased the man's suffering, allowing him to meet death with a sense of calm and acceptance. After the visit, someone offers Sri Ramana soap and water to cleanse his hands. He refuses and instead rubs his hands all over his own body. This small gesture carries profound meaning. He does not see himself as separate from the dying man, nor does he view death as something impure or fearful. He remains entirely at ease, embodying his teaching that the self is untouched by the body's condition. A devotee later remarks that Sri Ramana seems unconcerned under all circumstances, and yet is so loving and gracious. This is the paradox of true wisdom. He does not react in the way most would expect because he does not operate from fear, attachment, or sentimentality. His love is not bound by personal emotions. It flows from a direct experience of the self, which is beyond suffering. His grace is not in trying to alter fate, but in revealing the peace that is always present, even in the face of death. So know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 Verses on Reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment